Back to our Sunday live. Now, today we look at the roadmap na ili tuweze kuchambua what future plans, or rather what the plans are for NBNB once the campaign is well funded. So our roadmap starts with our initial point being NBNB is continuously evolving, with my roadmap rather focused on expansion. So the goal is actually to do 1.5 million activations with a total of about 7,000 BNB distributed across Africa. So this is an Africa-wide expansion, not just in Kenya, not just in East Africa alone, but the whole of Africa. So let's start with phase one of the roadmap, which is the foundation and early adoption. Now, I have given it a time span of about 3 to 4 months, and the objective is basically to establish NBNB decentralized chama in Kenya, onboard early adopters, and build awareness, which is what I have been doing so far. So with Kenya, I am looking to do about 200 free activations. That will cost about 1,100 BNB that will be allocated for the 200 free activations. The second one is strategic partnerships with crypto communities, fintech groups, and influencers, which is also in the works. And I believe also through doing some of these campaigns during the live will also help in boosting such partnerships, or getting people who probably may not know about this campaign, but they would be interested in participating or taking part in the same. So the third one is referral-based onboarding for viral community growth, which is also part of the activity we've been pushing, because this is a community that is based on people. We are not selling a product here. What we are selling is you and I as the value, the product of value here. So we are investing in each other. There's nothing more happening. So I believe hiyo iko very direct. And the fourth point is to launch an education campaign through social media platforms and grassroots activations. So what I've been doing, actually, if you can check from my profile, you will see some of the individuals I've been able to activate and have also agreed to come on video while I was doing the same. Some were not very open in coming on video to do activations, but of course, they were definitely excited about the whole opportunity. So key investor insights. So high early adoption ensures network effective and organic scalability. Right? So those are some of the key points investors should take note of. Either you're coming on board as an investor, a sponsor, a donor, you're all welcome on board. There's always ways we can work together and we can make this partnership strong and thrive for a longer time. So the second phase is our regional expansion. This now comes in after I have been able to do at least the 200,000 free activations within Kenya. Kenya is big, so even if I decide to start with where I am, which is Nairobi, and expand outwards to other counties and other cities, I believe we should be able to hit that target in about 3 to 4 months' time. Okay? It will not be an easy job. Of course, it's a task that will require a lot of sacrifice, which I am ready to put in and have been ready. And already you have seen through my track record how far I've been able to push it on my own. But I require the whole community to come through for me. That is you people. If you're able to support this initiative and this campaign, either by sharing this live or, coming through by sharing gifts, or even joining the community through some of the methods, or rather tutorials I have provided on my profile as well. There's one I have pinned more specifically. It will guide you on how you can activate yourself directly from home. So all the steps are provided there. The link is also there as well. So let's meet in the community and let's thrive together. Yeah, so on regional expansion, we are scaling beyond Kenya. We are looking to get into Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi as we expand. DRC, Sudan, Ethiopia, all countries in Africa. There's no country we're going to leave out unless, of course, they decide to become hostile to us, which we do not have to sometimes when you're willing to help people and they become hostile to you, you just leave. Yeah? Wacha watakuja wenyewe ile wakati watafeel wako ready, au sio? Yeah, so through that, I am looking to do at least 600,000 free activations. And that will require an allocation about 2,700 BNB for that campaign to be a success. We are also looking at doing localized strategies where we have contents in Swahili, French, Portuguese, and even in the local dialects of those specific countries. Because not all countries would understand Swahili very well. So that means you have to look for people who understand the local dialect, who will be able now to translate whatever information you're trying to relay to the community through them. The third one is country-specific ambassadors who will drive adoption at a national level. So these are the same people who will be able to translate or realize strategies locally, either through local language or local dialect. The fourth one is business integrations and fintech partnerships. Now, this comes in as a means for people to easily withdraw whatever contributions wanapata kutoka RNBNB. You see, for example, with Binance, okay, withdraw when maybe you're withdrawing your cryptos, you want to go and sell on the exchange. Hapo kidogo kuna limitations. There's a certain amount huwezi uza below, and that's about I think 1,000 shillings. Huwezi uza below 1,000 bob na huwezi nunua below 1,000 bob. So hiyo inakuwa sasa utafute alternative exchanges, and that is where sasa other exchanges, local exchanges come on board kama Yellow Card. Yellow Card is just one example. This is not a promo I'm doing for them. This is just an example I'm giving of a platform I've already used myself. Lakini pia nimeona wameanza ku increase limit yao. I think now it's about, you can only sell cryptos worth from about 750 shillings and above. Yeah. Below that huwezi. But buying, I believe you can buy from around 300 to 400 bob ama 500. I haven't bought with them recently, but selling I have. So you can check that as well and confirm on their limit, transactional limits rather. So finally, targeted influencer campaigns. So this is going to be a big and powerful initiative. So what is the key insight for investors? Expanding into Africa's top fintech markets drives adoption and liquidity. Remember, we're bringing in huge numbers that will go ahead to bring other people on board. So that is a huge network, not just for me as the person who is building this initiative, but also for those who are coming on board as investors and would like, some form of return in the near future, either through business partnerships and maybe local advertising or even adverts or promos directly through my social platforms. So phase 3 will lead to mass adoption and financial inclusion throughout Africa. So the objective here is to establish RNBNB Decentralized Chama kama Africa's leading decentralized community savings platform, both in West Africa, South and North. So hata huku kwa Arabu huko tutafika. Now, hapo sasa tuna target an even bigger audience of doing about 700,000 free activations na nitahitaji an allocation of 3,200 BNB for me to be able to make that possible. Now, the second one is merchant acceptance and micro business integrations, because once this platform, people are realizing the potential it has, sasa usimeanza withdraw pesa. you want to spend it somewhere without having to withdraw to your local currency, because it can be a headache sometimes. And also it will bring about a lot of attention. Unajua, especially kama unaingiza pesa mingi, your revenue authority watakuandama, so you have to be smart about this. So we also have large-scale media partnerships, which now tutatumia once we have been able to scale this campaign, enable now to penetrate sasa huko mashinani huko mali maybe tutakuwa tumeweza kufikia sisi wenyewe, or probably those, unajua sometimes people ignore information, maybe probably juu hawajaisikia before ama it's not too popular, but if they hear it repeatedly from somewhere, no, labda watakuwa interested in knowing more about it. It's common, it's a common tendency with humans, so it's very normal, hiyo inaeleweka. So that is why we also have to diversify our marketing tactics and strategies. Yeah, so we'll also engage university and youth, university students and youths into the campaign, because this is an initiative that these people or young generations or youths kama mimi, we can drive an initiative like this very easily and effortlessly. So what's the key insight for investors on this phase? 1 million. Sorry about that. So once we get to 1 million plus users, this will make RainBNB, I apologize about that again. Now, this will make RainBNBs a dominant player in Africa's decentralized finance space. Why? Simply because the coin or the token would have been adopted by so many people, making it a farm project. So, what is the fourth phase? Institutional partnerships and global expansion. Now, the objective here is to solidify RainBNB's Chama's leadership in Africa and attract institutional adoption. So RainBNB goes even beyond what you can even think, because this is a big project and it requires many stakeholders, and not just investors, but you and I, because we can also do without them. But in order for us to take this initiative further and to liberate the whole of Africa financially, lazima tusaidiane ama tushikane mkono. So hapa tunaangalia kufanya around 1.5 million fully activated users with a total of about 7,000 BNB distributed. Of course, kutakuwa na zile costs, tutakuwa tuna miscellaneous, traveling here and there, maybe booking halls and things of that sort. So hizo pia tutafacilitate kwa hiyo amount ya kuactivate watu. The second one is Africa-wide RainBNB Chama Summits and investment conferences. Now, hapa hivi, kumbuka hapa hivi, we are not coming in as financial advisors, but we are coming with a practical tool that is working. And unajua, the best way to actually show that something is working is when you do it practically and people can evidently see what is happening. Now, when we do that, I believe we would have solidified now the base of RainBNB decentralized chama katika continent yetu ya Africa. And through that, naamini kwamba pia hatutakuwa tumeacha any African behind, because most of this information would have flowed through the 1.5 million free activations, who would have gone to either their family, their friends, and told them about this. Probably some of them would have ignored. It's fine, which is normal also. It's part of business. But the moment other people see you taking, or other people see an initiative being taken up by, or rather being adopted by many others, they will have no other option but to do the same. You cannot always fight the wave. Sometimes you have to join it and you move with it. So investment potential at a glance. With the 1.5 million plus active users, it will create a strong DeFi ecosystem. And remember, this is BNB being distributed through the free activations, which will cost a total of about 7,000 BNB, will create liquidity and a network effect, a big network effect. Now, Africa's $5 billion plus informal savings market, this is a new super huge untapped potential. It's now like migrating people from the traditional banking system into the digital era. I will see. Now, this simplifies a lot of things, especially when ikifika kwa kutransact ama kumove funds zako however or wherever you want to, haina limitation whatsoever. Au sio? Because imagine if you want to move, maybe you have saved about 100 million shillings kwenye bank na unataka kuidraw yote, kidogo watakuita kwa bank wakuuliza maswali mingi, sijui nini, why are you leaving us, and so many other stories. But now, to avoid all those unnecessary things, sasa unajua ukitumia crypto, hapo you can move your assets anywhere, however you want to, at any given time. Hakuna mtu atakupigia masimu ama kuuliza. Same case in receiving money. I believe kuna wakati a lady from, I think, Kenya alikuwa ametumiwa do na chali yake mzungu. Sijui, I think it was amounting to over 10 million or 100 million, kama siko wrong. It was in the news some time back. Guess what happened? CBK waliamua kufreeze hiyo do juu hajui source ya hizo funds. Now imagine kama hao watu wangekuwa wameadopt crypto hiyo wakati. And this is not so many years back. This is even after Bitcoin was released, or blockchain technology came into form back in 2009. This is way after that. So I believe, kama siko wrong, about 2015, 2016, 2017 hapo ndo news ka hiyo ishaitokea, ama 2018. So to avoid all those things, imagine angekuwa ametumia crypto paka wa leo, she would have been enjoying her money. That is the power of crypto, mtu yangu. Hakuna central authority iko na control over your assets. Ukitumiwa do from anywhere, kama ni China, India, US, Europe, you will receive the full amount. Okay, of course, plus a deduction of gas fee ambayo itakatwa pande huyo mtu anakutumia. But the receiving amount you get is fully yours. So please understand the power of crypto and decentralization. Na hapo sasa ndo tunaingia na RainBNB. Juu hapa unaona vile si ukutana huku home ati ni aje tutoe maybe 50 bob, kiso, punch. It can be either a weekly agenda, daily agenda. Unajua sometimes chama ni tofauti. Kuna yenye changa daily, kuna weekly na kuna monthly. Now, imagine that, and all the time you have to go back into your pocket utoe pesa. Whereas uko na kitu ama uko na tool ambayo ukitoa tu mara moja peke yake unasahau hiyo story ya kuingia kwa mfuko yako milele, for life. So unajua, I think once to understand how how advantageous crypto and blockchain technology is, people will adopt RainBNB very quickly. So strategic partnerships with fintech leaders, businesses, and institutions will leverage us to enable us rather to be able to push this campaign way further. So tafadhali, investors, come through. Hii ndo chance yenyu ya kuona hii vision yenye niko nayo. Let's make it possible, and it will also be of benefit to you in the long run, because this is a huge network I am building, and I believe that is what the source of our income comes from. Because unajua, with any kind of business, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's financial business or it's a physical business which requires products and things of the sort, you need people, you need buyers. Otherwise you will run at a loss having bought all those products and they have nowhere to go, as in a utility. So I believe the point is driven home. So why invest in RainBNB decentralized chama? So first mover advantage in Africa's decentralized savings group space. So this is more than just a savings group, because remember hapa hivi mtu akiingia na link yako, hizo michango ama hiyo contribution inaingia direct kwa wallet yako. Now there's a small percentage that goes into your funds which you will now benefit through in the long run, because zinaenda ziki accumulate sawa, which is meant to pay you after you have, of course, gotten to those prestigious ranks which pay very well. Remember, this is a one-time out of pocket, na uliingia tu na karibu $3 hivi. That's about 350 to 400 shillings. So think smart, let's do business a smart way. Tutafute hii pesa kiujanja, because this is a very simple way of doing it, and it's very explosive. Very explosive. So it also has proven traction, fast adoption through free activations, which we'll do, and I believe there's no one who does not like things for free. But of course, if you see that the benefit that comes to you back without having put in any investment yourself, si utafurahia, au sio? Massive scalability potential, tapping into Africa's 1.5 billion population. Now, mimi nafanya tu an activation of 1.5 million. Africa, we are about 1.5 B. There's a huge gap. That's about, we are, the free activation itakuwa about 0.1% of the African continent's population. That's how you can imagine, bro, the kind of network we would have built in this platform. Kutumia tu hii tool. Tumeprovidiwa tool enye iko decentralized, unaion wewe mwenyewe, and you can share it with your friends ili wakuja wakuinue na muinua. There's nothing complex here. Ni simple tu hivyo. That is why I call it a chama. Everything has been digitized. Tumetoka sasa from the traditional way of making our contributions. We have now made things much simpler, more secure, fraud-free, embezzlement-free, and manipulation-free. So this roadmap is positions RainBNB's chama as the leading decentralized saving movement in Africa and the world. So we are not the only ones who are benefiting from RainBNB. Remember, this is a decentralized platform or tool ambayo inakuwa accessed from anywhere or any point of the world. We have Indians, we have Americans, we have people from the UK, tuko na Jerumani pia, South Africans, we have Chinese people. I also saw kuna mtu niliona ametoka Malaysia, yani hadi Japan. So it's a powerful tool that has no limitation. The only limitation is your thinking. So if you can open your mind and realize how powerful this tool is, probably tutaenda mbali. Sawa. But even as I pull this campaign off, and I still require your backing and your support, because I cannot make it possible without complete and total support from my people. Nyinyi ndo watu wangu. I am doing this to empower other Africans just like you and I. Alright, so this is not a personal agenda or initiative. It is an initiative for all Africans. Alright. Now, so it is also backed by real adoption and scalable expansion, which ensures long-term sustainability and financial opportunities for all African for all African communities. So, conclusion. RainBNB is not just a blockchain project, ama a savings platform. Sawa. This is a community-driven revolution in a decentralized finance ecosystem. So you decide what you want to do with the information I have shared, come to a decision, and start your journey na RainBNB. Ni simple hivyo. There's no complexity here. If you need further guidance, of course, I will leave my information. I'll also leave a link to the community I have on WhatsApp to get updates on a daily basis, and we can keep going together. So this is a global movement to decentralize wealth and empower African communities. For very long, wealth has been centralized to the elite, and that is not fair. So this is a tool to level the playing ground. Ndo maana naanzia kwa grassroots level na empower watu kutoka huko chini nikienda juu, au sio? Because at the end of the day we are looking to benefit all of us. Si ati ni mimi peke yangu ama ni wewe peke yako, hapana, sisi wote. Now, there's no way you can grow an economy if it only benefits, or if you're the only one who is benefiting from an initiative or from something, either a business or a platform. But if you do it collectively, it will change your economy for good. And in return, of course, you also need good governance and leadership, specifically from the country you're from, because you could be, empowering your economy, but people are embezzling those funds and not bringing any development. So that also presents another challenge. But I believe that will be tackled soon, and this is some of the ways we can use, or some of the tools we can use in order or in fighting such situations. So yeah, I believe that's all about TrainBNB. This is true financial revolution, and this is what blockchain was meant for. To serve of all the masses, to serve basically everyone, to include anyone from anywhere in the world and bring them in the center of finance so that we can all thrive and of course take our continent to the next level, because Africa has been lagging behind for quite some time. Tunaachwa nyuma na countries ambazo tulikuwa at par with, especially if I can use a good example ni kama Malaysia. I think in the 90s or maybe 80s, no, in the 90s, Malaysia and Kenya had the economy was roughly the same, their GDP. But today, you cannot compare these two countries. One is metropolitan utopia, and the other one is just, I will not say further. But anyway, I believe you get the picture, and we can see how we can further make our countries and our continent prosper, because this is a tool we have right here, and this would be the best time to take advantage of this. Other people are taking advantage of TrainBNB now, they're making very good money. Zile returns wanapata si kidogo. So pia sisi tuchangamke, let's drive this campaign to a success and liberate Africa financially. So I will come to a close of this live, and probably I will be seeing you tomorrow during another live. I will be doing, I think I'll do one in the morning and another in the afternoon. But before I go, maybe if we have a few questions, mnaweza uliza saizi. Meanwhile, you can keep sending your gifts to support this campaign ili tuweze kubuild a financially liberated Africa. I'll see you. So I believe you're all with me there. Tuko na maswali zozote, please ulizeni. Also be sharing my live to invite more friends so that they can come and hear about TrainBNB and understand it further. Wajue hii kampeni yetu ni kuhusu nini na ina affect nani. Unajua? Because without information, we fail to understand the logic of what is really happening in the world today. Because technology is changing lives, na kama hatuko on board, tutaachwa nyuma tena. Na blockchain ni tool ambayo inaweza tupeleka mbele sana. Especially sasa hivi vile kuna AI, we need to be smart about things, because AI is now coming to take your jobs. Mtaenda wapi? Mtajilisha na nini? You need to start thinking outside the box. Look for other means of making money. Hii ni tool ya community kukuja pamoja ili kusustain each other. It's as simple as that. People are coming together to gift each other money through what we call links, referral links. It's the same way wewe unaweza uambie rafiki yako ni aje tunakwanga na chama fulani na si uchangiana so daily ama weekly or something of that sort. Hakuna difference. It's only that sasa hapa things have been digitized. You only tell someone that there's a platform hapa tunachangiana, mnamtumia link, anakuja anakuchangia, bas. What more is there? Huh? Tumeni hizo gifts watu wangu. Let's build this campaign, let's make it a success. Tuisukumie wa Afrika wenzetu. Let's tell them about this great opportunity na vile wanaweza jimudu pia hao. Because people need to have this information. They need to understand ile kitu tunafanya hapa na vile wanaweza ingiza hii do pia hao. Because imagine, ni nini inakucost kupewa pesa ya bure? Na okay, sawa, imecost hiyo 300, hiyo 350 once. Hiyo ndo time peke yake utaingia kwa mfuko yako kutoa pesa once. Hizi zingine, cause kumbuka kuna maranks. Hizi ranks nazo ni za michango kuchangiwa zaidi, twice as much as what you were receiving in the previous rank. Ni hivyo tu. And it is optional. If you want to go into another rank to get more, it's okay. If you do not want and you want to still maintain in receiving your nini $3 per hiyo kidogo, it's also okay. Everything here is optional. That is the power of decentralization. You have the authority to decide what you want for yourself. Unlike sahi hapa. Imagine sasa hii chama tuamue, okay, sasa tunataka ku raise contributions zetu from 200 weekly to 500. Maybe una hiyo capacity, utafanyaje? So you'll have to live. Because not every day utasema uko na hiyo do ya kutoa, because uko na mahesabu zako pia. Nyumbani uko na watu wa kulisha. You have expenses and bills to pay. Which one makes more sense to you? Traditional chama ama digital chama? A space ambayo itakupea true liberation. So you do the thinking and make the decision. This campaign is here to stay, and we are here to push it till all Africans have this information. So I will see you during the next live since hatuna maswali. Cheers. Na muenjoy Sunday yenyu bwana.